Yes, people, welcome to Never Foul. Obviously, I see Igal always jamming to the beat. But guys, that intro might have to be removed come start of next season because we like changing things up. Anyways, look, we're gonna put this more into the debate. So if guys are watching this back, it's not just gonna be like a Man City kind of reaction thing. I think it deserves a little bit more of a global talk. We brought Hamza on, we brought Igal on, obviously. You can probably expect maybe a little bit of chaos, a little bit of some guy left. Probably Hamza talking about history and heritage and all that bollocks. But who cares? But we also got Mons on, obviously the guy that's the most successful guy and obviously the Champions League. So he's got a relevant opinion. You know what I mean? Daps has got to go sleep quite early. He's got early work really early in the morning as well. So that's why he's not here if you're going to ask. But yeah, man, look, we're going to put it into a subject. Obviously, we know that Manchester City won 3-1, or you could say 6-2 on aggregate against Copenhagen. But I'm not going to lie, yeah. I'm starting to look, I didn't grow up in Manchester. It's cool, innit? I didn't really know about Man City growing up too tough. And obviously, in my later life, they're destroying me mentally, innit? I'm really growing a serious hatred for this club. Like, a serious one where it's gotten to bar with nearly the Liverpool level, like above Arsenal. Like, if they go and do back-to-back, look, we're going to talk about, are they going to do back-to-back Champions Leagues? We could talk about that Real Madrid, even how they struggle.
It's normal.
No.
No, but this is good. This is good. You're no longer ignoring them.
I'm not stopping it there. If they go do back-to-back, what says they don't do back-to-back trebles? If that does that, I will hate them more than Liverpool. I will force myself to hate them more than Liverpool.
You know what? That's a good thing.
But they're not relevant. They're not relevant.
That's a good thing that people are finally waking up and they're no longer saying, let City win. It doesn't matter.
No, but you guys said that they're not relevant. I don't know why.
Who's not relevant? Who's not relevant?
Us winning the treble wasn't relevant. People didn't celebrate it. Or no one cared about a treble.
No, I never said that I didn't care about the treble. If you ask Daps, yeah, so this is me. I know you're talking about people, more fans on the global. They care. Trust me, they care. When you won a treble, I was actually hurt. Like, I had to go to my room, innit? When you beat me in the FA Cup, I had to go to my... When you beat Inter Milan, I had to go to my room, bro. Like, and relax. Because I literally felt that. For me personally, I felt that one, innit? And I know you're probably...
one of the worst games you've ever had.
In football, Liverpool win the league hurt me, but that treble hurt me more.
Wow.
So I'm not gonna lie, and it really did. It didn't affect me that bad. Football's football, isn't it? But yeah, we're gonna also debate Arsenal as well. We got a gal here, we're gonna as well because he's an Arsenal fan. But we're gonna debate Arsenal's actual realistic chances as well. Like, can they carry their Premier League form in the Champions League performances as well? Because you know what, this is a resilient Porto side, and we can even probably dive in a little bit about like are Arsenal actually really a good cup team? Because you know what, 4 years of Arteta, or 4.5, whatever you want to label it, or his full season, he hasn't really done that great in cup competitions, and they haven't exactly looked that good in cup competitions. In Europa League, even, they haven't looked exactly phenomenal. So it's a good little debate, and we can talk about that. And you know what? It's fair play. It's like Ancelotti. He's just a good cup manager more than a league in it. So we can. It's a bit of a debate. And then I know people are gonna say, "Oh, why didn't you talk about Alonso?" Talk about that tomorrow. Don't worry about that. We got a really good panel on tomorrow morning. But yeah, man. Look, big up everyone. Big up Mons. Hamza, man. Your team just went through, and I'm not gonna lie to you. And I've done a lot of talking. But by the way, guys, smash the like button. Do you actually realistically think there's anyone in this competition that can really put you under the cosh? Like, because I'm not convinced by Real Madrid this season personally. I haven't been. I'm not really convinced by Inter Milan only in the league. Atletico Madrid. Like, I'm not saying they don't have a chance, but like you might be like Pep might have assembled a really good Champions League squad, and I'm not gonna cap on that one. Like, I'm not talking about team. We can talk about selection of teams year by year, but we're talking about squad, like a Real Madrid. You know, the 3 years. This could be another City year of Champions League, bro. And you look like you might dominate it. Bayern, don't give me back. Don't say Abdelaziz. Don't you dare say Bayern. Not in this room. Not in this team. Go on, talk to me, anyways.
The thing is, you have to have watched. I've gone through Champions League through heartache and heartbreaks, more than anyone. I don't think anyone has had the they're heartbroken more than me. Probably Igal has, but Igal was probably a long time ago. But like, so I know what it is to win a Champions League because I had to go through there to that emotions of getting knocked out to Liverpool, knocked out to Tottenham, knocked out by Chelsea, knocked out by Lyon, and you know what? I've become resilient. Now I've learned how to play this competition. You're right. Now there only few clubs out there that probably have got the heritage in the Champions League that can win it. I think Real Madrid, you can never rule them out.
No, 100%. You can't never rule them out.
You can never rule them out. But listen, let me just dunk on anyone who said Leipzig was easy because we dunked on them 8-1. Madrid struggled against this guy. Yeah. We dunked on the better Leipzig side. Better, much better Leipzig side than this.
They're quite good this season, though, in the league.
No, not this season. This season, they're not. Last season, they were much better.
They were.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and Real Madrid struggled. They struggled against them. But Madrid know. They will just take. Listen, let me give you an example. Remember the year that we were favorites? And we should have won it against Madrid. Because we should have battered them 8-1. We have to take our chances. We have to take our chances. In the Champions League, you'll be given the opportunity to take your chance. And you must take it. Madrid are there. They love moments. I can see Vinicius doing it. Rodrigo's learned it. Modric is there. Toni Kroos knows. They know when to slow the game. They know how to attack at the right time. Bro, we had these guys on ropes and we couldn't get the goal. And when they smell blood, they come for that blood. When they smell that you've got fear, they just come for you. And you saw how we bottled it. We had that fear until last year. So Madrid is there. Inter is there. Inter's a good team. Italian teams know how to win Champions League.
I'll ask this though: they're a good side, but realistically, are they any much of a better side than last year?
Inter top 3.
They were really good in the Champions League.
Inter are top 3.
I'd put them top 3 if in a category. I would.
It's Real Madrid, City, Inter, then Arsenal. Bayern are like 5th, in my opinion.
But who is it? So it's PSG. You have to also not forget PSG.
No, PSG is not in that category.
Oh my god! By the way, I've got spies. Someone said 30 minutes ago, Hamza, you was actually laughing at Real Madrid, and now you say you can't write them off.
No, because you know what? Hey, listen, it's because they pissed me off. A lot of their fan base were telling me that to beat Leipzig 8-1 was easy. Yeah. And few days ago, I was talking to big up those guys, United fans. Yeah, I was talking to a United fan out there, and he was telling me that we didn't have we had an easy way to the final. And I thought you must be joking. Yeah, Leipzig are not easy. They said you beat Leipzig 8-1. So today Madrid has struggled against them. I want people to come out here criticize Madrid, but I dunked on Madrid because I said
you're poor.
Yeah, they're poor. But
Madrid were poor, but don't they have injuries?
Injuries, yeah, they do have 2 or 3. No major.
At the Bernabeu, though, they should be doing.
They were booed.
Yeah, they should be winning. You know that. But you want to know something?
Once, did you watch it?
I think the way Copenhagen played, Manchester United got some respect from me because Copenhagen is not an easy side. They actually were quite tough.
No, Copenhagen were quite decent today, to be fair. Like, they attacked very well. They attacked better than Man United. Let's put it like that.
Yeah, City beat them 6-2 on aggregate. But I'm telling you guys, both games seemed like they were in it for like portions of the game. Like it wasn't ridiculous. The third goal kind of flattered Man City in both situations.
Yeah, no, of course it did. But remember, City made 7 changes today, by the way. They are rested. They are fully rested, waiting for... Even Rodri got rested around the 60th minute today. Yeah, that was a second string team. But it goes to show, innit? Like, they even brought on kids today, but that's not going to get spoken about for a week. They're not going to get spoken about for a week.
Who the hell is Mitch Hamilton? Never heard of him in my life.
So there was Jacob
Wright. Heard of him? He scored in the Champions League against Dynamo Zagreb.
I'm just saying with this all. What did you ask once? Did you watch the Real Madrid game?
Yeah, I was watching the Real Madrid game. That was a nail biter at the end.
See, I'm inclined to watch Premier League.
Real Madrid are these men are fasties, but it's just the way they can go from back to front when they could be shit for 99% of the game, and then Bellingham can just break. Vinny switches his run 1-0, game done. Like it just gets me hot in it. Like even how can they be good at everything? They were bad today, but in transition they're so slick. Do you know what I mean? Like in transition, like the little interchanging in tight spaces, like any high pressing team, because Leipzig press well. Like they press well.
Who was their midfield? Can you let me know their midfield? Who were their midfield today?
Their midfield was Cruz,
Germany,
Camavinga, and Tchouaméni.
If he continues to play such a defensive kind of midfield, yeah, I'm not being funny, especially with Kroos. Stop playing Kroos in the Champions League, please. He slows the game so much. It's better when Tchouaméni or when
they're using him as a register.
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand it. I'm not a big fan of it personally. I think Kroos his legs are gone in it, and I don't get me wrong. I know he's got Tchouaméni in that in front of him. I just don't really believe in it. When they don't have a striker, I don't even believe Vinny Jr. gets past the Kyle Walker, let alone the other part.
That's the only guy that can pocket him.
Exactly.
That's
so this
the
is
only winger I've ever seen pocket him.
And you know what? Once, yeah. No, you know, funny thing is, it's not even like I see Real Madrid didn't get a second gear. How dare they not get a second gear when the aggregate was only 1-0 at the time? That could have went.
Yeah, that's
Bro, they slapped Modric on in like the 80th minute just to see out the game.
Yeah,
like the Real Madrid squad depth is not really spoken about enough because these guys have a ridiculous squad where they now have former World Cup winners, former Ballon d'Or winners coming off the bench. They have one of the most exciting young players in the world not even getting a game in Arda Güler, the Turkish guy.
Arda Güler.
I mean? Yeah. So I'm looking at Real Madrid and I'm saying from their sheer experience alone and the fact that majority of these players in this team are young and were also part of the team that won the Champions League when Benzema carried them, I don't want to write them off at all. I think they're still second favorites, but City are the favorites by far. City are the best team in this tournament, and Erling Haaland is the best striker in world football. I don't care what I don't care what anybody else does.
I say this is ridiculous because it was the other day when I said Erling Haaland is world class, and I can't remember, but someone tried to debate me about him being world class. I can't remember who was on the stream once. You was definitely.
The thing is,
not only is Erling Haaland world class, he's generational.
He's a generational goal scorer for sure. He does number 9 things. And you know what? Yeah, one last thing. Yeah, look, word to Terry Flewers. Like this Man City team is scaring me. Word to Terry Flewers. Because I can't deal with, as I said, I can't deal with another double. And I just
did Terry say it now?
No, I don't know, man. He says everyone's scary.
But Terry said that we can concede goals, and
and Terry also said that we shouldn't be saying scary like he owns the word. But anyways, it's not the point. The point is, it's like big up Terry, by the way. He makes really good content. Trust me, he articulates it. He probably on YouTube, he probably articulates himself the best as well. So he's got that.
Him and Rory.
Rory, they're very good at articulating what they have to say, and he's not short of it either. Like most people say it in it, but look, Man City do actually scare me. Like I'm being genuine about that word. Like honestly, this team is stupid, and I hate it. And you know what, Monts? If you look at it, right, they go get another Champions League. They're just one behind Man United, and you go look at who might be in the Champions League. It's like the only team that can possibly stop them, in my mind, next season. There will be a couple better teams. Liverpool. I don't think Liverpool will be ready for it, but you can never write them off. Madrid are going to get Mbappe.
Madrid are going to get Mbappe, man. Bloody hell, man.
Bro,
everyone's getting kicked. I'm the only one that can kill these guys.
So yeah, like how far do you think it's realistic once that they could actually do back-to-back trebles?
I think we need to calm down. Because the thing that we need to look at is the draw. Because the luck of the draw is a major thing.
I don't think it matters.
I think it does. Because there is a level of fatigue. How many years can City continuously be in all these competitions, continuously be fighting for league titles, continuously be fighting for the Champions League, continuously be fighting on 3 or 4 fronts every single year? Eventually, you start to see burnout at some point. And we haven't seen it yet.
For 3 years.
We haven't seen it yet, but there will come a time where you'll be like, you know what? There it is. You see it right there. And I do think if they face a tougher, if they get a tougher tie, and then they potentially get a tough time in the FA Cup, and then they're going to be facing Arsenal, Liverpool back to back after facing Manchester United. This March could drain them.
I don't think so because look at the way they rotate. Sorry, Hamza, but look at the way Man City rotate. Pep has been the best in the business of rotating, and I think this year Arsenal being very good at rotating as well. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, obviously, Liverpool have rotated in terms of keeping fresh. Liverpool have been forced to rotate due to major injuries. They've had a lot, right? So, and they made like 115 or something stupid like that. But City rotate, look, they made 7 changes today. Why would March drain them? They got 7 fresh players yet again who were fresh for Man United. They didn't even play today. KDB didn't come on nothing. And they're fresh for Liverpool, going to Anfield. And before you know it, you know, they got to play Newcastle and they'll still play another second string team, don't you think? And that's next week against Newcastle in the FA Cup. This is business end. We got to talk about it, Gal, innit? This is different type of City now. The City we saw, in my opinion, of last month and the month before is not the same City we can talk. The same thing with Arsenal. Like, obviously, after thinking, it's not the same Arsenal that we thought was happening in December when they lost against West Ham. It's different. It's a bit like Liverpool as well. These winning runs put together can only be put together by, you know, facts by 2 teams. And we get to see it, obviously, with your club, if you could put 10, 15 game winning run. It's ridiculous. Once you know this better than anybody, bro. With Manchester City. They're crazy.
100%. I think City are clicking into gear now. Worst thing is, I think they could even do better. I don't think they're fully even there yet. That's the scary thing. I think Arsenal have clicked into gear. And
I don't say you can't say scary. Use another word. Say frightening or something.
Sorry, I think they're doing phenomenally. I think Arsenal are looking phenomenal. I think City are working through the gears now, doing what they need to do. I think Liverpool are probably the poorest performing team, but we're still top of the league, and it's in our hands with players returning. So there's like kind of an advantage for each of us. City kind of have the history and the heritage. I think Arsenal have the best form, and Liverpool have that kind of momentum of consistent wins, regardless of what's going on. But if we're talking treble-wise for City, absolutely the trouble's still on. Absolutely, because Champions League, I look at Real Madrid and they just don't. I think City will have too much for them at the Etihad. So unless Real Madrid actually fuck them up, at least unless Real Madrid fuck them up at the Bernabeu to the point of no return, I don't see Madrid posing. I don't see Madrid posing Man City a big threat. PSG, that can't be asked. Arsenal, maybe if they meet each other in the semis. Bayern Munich, less said the better. Barcelona, less said the better. If Napoli go through, less said the better. I'm listing all these guys. Like, bro, you man are just so lucky I'm not in this competition. I swear to God. But like, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, even if City had injuries, I don't see where you kind of drop off. I look at the FA Cup and the draw.
There's only one. There's only one injury. There's just one, in my opinion.
Who?
Obviously, Rodri, innit? That's the only way you drop off. That's the only way.
The thing is, I was gonna say something that God doesn't understand. That's why you have to analyze this City side differently. Like, you normally win. I told you before. Trebles are often won in your first season or your second, maximum your second season. You can't win 3 trophies majored on your third season. That's mad motivation in sports. That's mad.
Yeah, I
agree. Look at every treble side. I've analyzed it. They're winning. Bro, after the treble, you're tired. But how does Pep Guardiola motivate these guys to win a league title? The double, double, and then a treble after that.
He gets rid of some of them. That's how he does it.
And then on the 4th season, the guy is chasing for the league title. Despite losing his captain, despite losing senior players, the level of motivation that he has instilled in City players is incredible. That's what Fergie used to do. It's incredible. That's why I rate him highly. Because 3rd season, getting a treble and then still push for that league, that's mad. You don't, bro, people become tired, bro. Look at Liverpool. They chased us 2 seasons, all the way to the end. I told everyone that season, Liverpool be tired. Mentally, they're drained. Because you're thinking mentally, bloody hell, I've chased this guy all the way to the end twice, 97.98, 99. I can't win it. But what happened to Liverpool? They fell off. They're physically drained because the club kept playing the same players. This is what I say. They're different because Pep loves this competition and he loves this aggression of creating winners and creating leadership. And everyone's taking leadership, bro. This year, Rodri's taking that leadership, bro. Last year, it was Gundogan. The year before that, it was KDB. Do you see that?
Wait, is Kyle Walker not your captain though?
But who's the leader on the pitch? Who's the guy that is instrumental? That you see the ball being played along? Rodri. Last year was Gundogan. The year before was KDB. The year before there was Bernardo. You see
Mm.
that? There's always a guy.
Yeah, I hear that part. Yeah. And by the way, guys, there's 350 of you in it. Please smash the like button as well. Like, likes are obviously super important. You know where it is, man. You guys all got accounts. There's more than 65 people talking in the chat differently. So that must mean there's a few of you that haven't done so yet. And also, as you can see, people's channels are in here. Hamza Talks Ball as well. It'll all be in the chat in the description as well. If you are interested in seeing what they do, just go support the lads as well. But yeah, Gal, man, you've been a little bit quiet, a bit unknown. It's like you've been reeling all the information in. Have you got a different theory?
I just need to do my job. I'm not looking to come here and throw shade at anybody yet, because the reality of the situation is Arsenal still have to go and beat Porto at home. And I believe we're going to do that. And I'm confident that we're going to beat the Porto side at home. But they are looking good. I don't know if you guys seen it. They were in a derby versus Benfica on the weekend, and they won 5-0. That's like any of us beating our rivals in a derby 5-0. Like I know you two have done that to Manchester United, but I haven't seen us beat Tottenham 5-0 in my lifetime. I don't think. We've seen closer games like 4-2s and stuff like that, but never 5-0. So I think Porto is going to be a tough tie. But once we get past Porto, I'm looking at the rest of the teams in the Champions League, and I'm saying to myself, as long as I don't get Inter, Man City, or Real Madrid, I'm up for anybody.
Bayern Munich?
For anybody, and I don't want to say we're gonna win it, because
You beat Bayern Munich easy.
I don't believe Arsenal are gonna go from not being in the competition to automatically winning it or anything like that. But we just need to be there and thereabouts, because we're a hungry team, and the worst thing you can do is leave a hungry team in the competition, because we're not supposed to be in the later stage of the competition, especially when we
Tottenham went all the way to the final. They didn't make it.
Listen,
why are you pretending to be?
Tottenham went to the final after years of being back in the competition.
No, Tottenham went to the final straight. I think second season.
Okay,
why are you
this is what I mean though. When you have hungry teams that aren't supposed to be at that level yet, and if they get to the dance, it's a scary sight. But for now, we're just gonna have to do our job and go under the radar, because I think majority of people are gonna write us off, and deservedly so, because we haven't won it in our club's history. But at this moment in time, we just need to take it game by game. I'm not going to go and jump the gun and start saying, "Oh, we're going to win the competition," because that's ridiculous.
But you're the guy that put a lot of your players on Real Madrid.
We can beat Porto, and we can beat majority of the teams that are left in the competition, barring like 2 or 3.
You go. If you don't win let me tell you something. I swear, when Madrid get Mbappe, it's long for everyone. Mbappe, Vinicius, Bellingham, Rodrigo.
Well, we don't know what striker they might get. Who might even win a striker?
Alphonso Davies. Yeah. You're not touching that UCL. It's your last year.
You want to know something?
I'm saying, there's no way you're telling me that you're coming back to get that title from Real Madrid.
Football doesn't work like that. It's luck of the draw, and anyone can beat anyone at certain times. So this whole thing about super teams, I've seen teams with the Galacticos back in the day, with Beckham and all these guys. How many Champions League did they win? Let's not lie to ourselves.
No, but hold it. They had Gravesen. We're talking. Look at the Makelele team: Zidane, Figo, McManaman, Raul. They went to win the Champions League, whether you like it or not. That was their best team. Don't tell me a Gravesen and Julian Forbet in the bench.
Okay, yeah, bro. Once again, we're doing history lessons. The reality situation is, when we're talking about the Champions League, Real Madrid are always going to be one of the favorites. If you're saying Arsenal have to try to find a way to win it this year, or obviously you want to win it the year that you're currently, the calendar year you're in. And if we could win either the league or the Champions League, of course I'd want to win the Champions League, because we've never won it in a competition. We've never won it before. And if we do win it, we can then go and complete the set by winning the Club World Cup, Super Cup, all of that stuff. But for right now, if I keep it 100, we have a better chance of winning the league, where we're in a 3-horse race, than we do in the round of 16 saying we're going to go on to win the Premier League.
Why do you look so vexed for, man? Do you not like the thought of Arsenal winning the Champions League?
It makes me sick. It makes me sick.
Nah, this is how you know Mont is a Londoner, because he hates Arsenal more than certain other teams.
Like who?
I'm just saying, like, I get a sense that he hates Arsenal maybe as much or maybe more than City. And even though they're in a title race with them consistently.
Arsenal more than City. That's not even a question. I hate them more than
I think you hate Arsenal more than Everton. I think you hate Arsenal as much as Manchester United, probably.
No. United at the top for me.
Nah,
United
top.
at the top.
Yeah, but
Then
I hate Arsenal. I don't. I hate
It,
Sissoko.
it
I
goes
just,
United, Arsenal, Everton, and then everyone else.
mine's definitely. What about
You want
guys?
to know something? If you don't win the league, you should want Arsenal to win the league.
Hell
Or
no.
sh- and the reason why I say that, you don't want this league to be dominated by Pep. But I guess it's a
already
double-edged
been
sword
dominated
for
by
you.
Pep. But
One
wait,
second.
sorry,
I think it's a double-edged sword. I figured it out. For Liverpool, they have an issue. Basically, they can't have another manager win in the Pep Klopp era, especially Arteta. It will tarnish Klopp's legacy if he loses not only to Pep but loses to Arteta. But on the other hand, they don't want to cheer on the City pool because then they're looking like cocks. So which one are you? Are you a cock or are you scared of your legacy?
No, I want to win. I want to win myself. I don't look at I want to win myself.
Wow.
That is right.
Anyway,
So neither of them, neither.
Yeah.
Gotta go
Alright,
with
guys,
one.
But hey, Mons, maybe you're not a cock, but a lot of your fans are. They're always
so
much.
Agal, that is rich coming from the most social media weirdest fan base there is, bro. Like
Excuse
you
me?
guys are the worst.
You guys are 24/7 on social media sucking off City, and then you want to go face them on Sunday talking like you guys are rivals. This is the weakest rivalry I've ever seen. You guys kiss each other behind stages.
Yeah, bro.
Oh
I'm not sitting here saying that City and Liverpool has ever been a rivalry like, I don't know, Arsenal and United. If you ask me which rivalry I prefer to watch or I prefer to be entertained by, it's Arsenal United. Love that rivalry. In terms of the quality on the pitch, City Liverpool at times was astounding to watch as well. But we're not going to do, it's not a dick measuring contest. You have the most deluded fans. Fact. Everyone has deluded fans, but Arsenal fans are the worst. Fact.
Listen, I will sit here verbatim and tell you, yes, our fans are delusional, but your fans are literally like coddlers. They cuddle with the rival.
Bro, everyone has their thing in their fan base. Everyone has like their thing. We
okay, so own it.
Take the whole cake. We
own
are
it. You guys are your teams are your fan base is a bunch of Adam 22s.
I won't be told by you. I won't be told by you who will sit at the top. I just won't be told.
No. Bro, by the end of the weekend, when you drop points or you draw, we're gonna be top of the league by goal difference. On top of that,
I'm gonna hear the end of it.
On top of that, if I can sit here comfortably and say I have a bunch of Delulu fans in my fan base, a bunch of Delulus. But you have a bunch of Adam 22s and you don't want to mention it.
What do you mean? I just said every fan base has their portion, bro. But you guys just happen to have the largest.
Just own it. Just own it. Just be like,
Wait, I'm sorry. Was what I said just not owning it? I said all of us have the Lulu fan. We all.
I don't.
Yeah,
you don't have any fans.
We don't.
Yeah, that's because there isn't any fans, Hamza. Sorry, bro.
We got trophies. Once again,
I don't. We know that.
No, once again, we don't have delusional fan base. We don't have fan base who've got 20 years of no league titles.
Because
we don't have a fan
base.
We don't have a fan base that are deluded, get thumped in Europa League, have no shame, and think that their team can win the Champions League. We don't have a fan base.
You can't have a delusional fan base when you win every year.
We don't have a fan base that are struggling to a
third
place.
You don't have a fan base.
Once again, we don't have a third. We will not struggle to third place Portuguese team. That you're trying to brag about how hard it is to play Porto.
You can't argue with somebody who doesn't have it.
League. I have seen Liverpool thumping Porto 5-1 when Porto are top.
Hamza, this is like arguing with you about hairstyle.
Your team, you
don't have it.
You're pretending to be this because you know. Now the time has come.
Hamza.
Yeah, you know your days are numbered. Now you're starting to play. Oh, we just have to go through Porto. And you got dunked by Sporting Lisbon, the same position. They were third in Europa League. You couldn't even do it. How do you believe you can do the Champions League?
Respectfully, do I ask you about barbers?
Huh?
Do I ask you about barbers?
Barbers?
Do I ask you about barbers? No, right? So let's not talk about fans. Because you're not bringing too many to the table.
I don't mind. Listen, I don't mind to have zero fan, but give me the trophies. But you can have all the.
I don't like that either.
But you absolutely will not win the league. Fact, because you're bottle jobs. Because I told you before.
But I thought you were the underdog. You changed your tune from yesterday.
Once I said it. You need players with mentality. Salah, bro. I've seen Salah. He loves big moments. This baller Saka guy couldn't even do Estadio Calderon. last year at Lisbon. He can't do it in big occasion, big game. How can I try? This boy loves playing Sheffield United. Bournemouth give it to him, Nottingham. But when it matters most, your little boy Saka will be the
I'm
guy
not
that will
involved.
be
I'm not.
coming.
I'm
Bro,
not
I'm telling you
involved.
100%. Salah,
I'm
I'm
involved.
scared of Liverpool. I am scared of Liverpool. Why? Because I know they've got a manager with experience. Yeah, yeah. I know their fan base have done it before. I
Have
know their
Liverpool beat
players
you
have
this
won
season?
major trophies.
Let me try.
That's what I'm
Instead
scared
of
Have
about.
Liverpool beat
To
you
you,
this
I don't.
season? Have Liverpool beat you this season? No.
No.
Have Arsenal beat you this season? Yeah, twice. So when you're talking, calm down.
Oh, you put me in the. My guy,
He's
being
using
You
your
need to be
mute.
put on timeout.
Let me ask you a question, Hamza. Yeah. Does it? Do you have to lose one to learn before you win one?
Community Shield?
No, I tell you what makes it hard for them. I tell you
What?
what makes it hard for them. There's a fact.
Did you wait? Hold on. Did you just say Community Shield?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I
we
was
beat them
like.
twice.
Once.
This is
once.
shameful.
We beat
Penalty.
them twice.
We scored a penalty.
That's
They
two
scored a
wins.
penalty.
But are we really counting Community Shield? Like,
Are we
honestly,
serious?
That's a win. A win is a win.
Yeah, but it's-
when did you ever hear me say this? I told you. See, this is the difference. We beat City in the Community Shield last
Yeah,
year.
they don't
When
brag.
did you hear us
Never
talking
had
about
brag
it?
about it. Never.
Gal, you did
No
so
one
well,
speaks
by the
about
way. You
Well,
did
this is
so well.
shameful.
Hey,
Like,
bro, I said we beat them twice. It's a fact.
even Leicester
cannot
beat us
deny
in the
it.
Community Shield. Leicester
Listen.
beat us in the Community Shield 2 years ago. Leicester
And we
City.
beat you in the league.
And I've never had Leicester City fan tell me,
We beat
"Oh,
you in
we
the
beat
league. Did you
Community
chat?
Shield, we're better."
Oh, did you beat me in the league? Have City beat anybody this season besides Manchester United out of the top 6? Huh?
Bro,
You're chatting
we
shit to
don't
me.
care about
You haven't
beating
beaten
whatever it is.
Chelsea.
I know.
You haven't
Listen.
beaten Tottenham. You haven't beaten Arsenal. You haven't beaten Liverpool.
Oh yeah,
And
Gal,
you
you
want-
better go. Eddie had a win after this.
I mean, Gal,
you better go Eddie had a win.
you also haven't beat Chelsea, and I'm not.
Excuse me. We beat you. We beat you. We beat you. All three of you
that's the
got
only
jumped on
thing
by
that you
Arsenal
can-
this season. So
That's the
don't
only
chat.
thing you can brag about. But I'm
Alright,
telling
fair
you,
enough.
it
Top
go.
six, you're the
It
best
go.
one at the moment. You are.
Yeah, what a
It
Premier
go.
League. What a Premier League.
I'm not even gonna get on to him
Hamza,
because he's right. He's
Hamza,
right.
The
Don't
problem with
chat.
Arsenal fans, the problem with
And
Igo,
once
yeah?
we know your record too.
Igo a few weeks ago was posting two of
Would you
Tottenham
call him?
players
Would you call him?
walking
Did you call him Ego? Is it?
Igo said
Not my name.
2 Arsenal players
Oh.
can walk into Madrid's team. He's now apologized. Within a week, he's flip-flopped. No, I made a mistake. Because now the moment has come. Yeah, he can't beat Porto. Yeah, he was telling me, I made a mistake. I can't believe that, bro. Igo, your team is not good enough. Your manager is not good enough.
Why is he not good
Your
enough?
manager has not won major trophies.
Okay,
as
let's
a
break it
player
down.
and
No,
as a
wait.
manager.
Gal, can I defend you
I
a little
don't
bit?
believe
Or you
that he
defend
can do it
yourself? If you
over
don't mind.
Klopp. No chance.
Hamza,
Let
tell
him break
me.
it down.
Let me ask you a question, yeah. Because you know what, I said this earlier on the stream. I'll say it now, yeah. And I have to jump to Arsenal's defense a little bit because I know Monster's on his villain arc right now. I know I can see it, I smell it, yeah. So I feel like I don't want it to be like a 3-on-1. Let me be a 2-on-2, yeah. When I deep it, I've always been told, which is kind of relevant, even in life. Like you have to make a mistake typically before you start learning to correct it and be at your best, right? So whatever you do in life. In your phase, you had to lose a Champions League before you learn to win one, right? That's the way it works. Typically, you have to go far and then obviously you learn and that's how you gain mentality to go for the next time. So could you not say as well at the same time, with Arsenal obviously got 93% in the season of losing that, does that not make experience for the players that are not so experienced in title races to obviously go further and beyond and actually prove people wrong? Because that's how experience works, right? Like, is that not any truth in that? And in terms of squad, they do have the squad to go and do it. They got quality players in multiple positions, and I'm seeing a bang average Kivior playing out of his skin. Like, so he's getting a better out of even the not so good players and the fringe players.
Roman
No,
turned
no,
Kivior
wait,
into
one
Nathan
second. I want Hamza to I want Monster and even Hamza to answer that. Like, I think that's relevant. Why I said I feel like that's relevant. No. Have I just silenced you, Hamza? Did you just? Are you?
No,
gonna
Mons, go.
No, Silence of the Lamb. What happened?
Okay, let me say no, because the thing is, we've seen the story of the Arsenal. We know, everyone knows. Cuz don't pretend we don't know about Arsenal. We know these guys, these are jokers. Yeah, they go in the biggest moment, biggest occasion. They don't have the DNA. You can't teach that. Cuz you've seen them. I'll give you an example. Let me go back even a little bit. Liverpool, they were winning to Liverpool in the Champions League. celebrating. Yeah, do you remember? And Babel scored last minute. They had 89th minute, bang, out the Champions League, quick time. We've seen them losing to Wigan, Birmingham City in the Carling Cup final.
You lost to
We've
Wiggins in
seen
a
this football
final.
club
Why
losing
you
multiple
lost to Wigan in a
finals.
final?
It's in their fan base.
You lost to Wigan in a cup
They're
final.
scared. Cuz I'm telling you now, when going gets tough, their fan base are scared. So it trickles to a lot of players. Bro, it trickles. You don't have a win as a manager. The guy, imagine, okay, he goes to the dressing room. Tell me what Arteta can tell about winning. Klopp can motivate this guy. Salah's been there. Van Dijk's been there.
Well,
They're
in terms
leaders.
of
They're
assistant,
leaders.
Listen,
They've
it's
been there.
hilarious. One
What
second,
can
let
you
me
do?
respond.
Tell me
Let me
about Gabriel
respond.
Magalhaes.
You are
Do
asking
you
me.
think Gabriel Magalhaes will win the league
Second.
in front of
Doesn't this show you?
DVD's eyes
Doesn't this show you?
and John Stones? No
One
chance.
second. Doesn't this show you how good of a manager Arteta is in his what? In his fifth season ever, or what is it? Fifth season ever managing in
700
football.
million.
Ever managing in football. He has built a team that is rivaling the likes of Liverpool and City, that have a treble winning side, that have just won everything. Pep Guardiola, who's considered one of the best managers in world football. Klopp, who's considered the second best manager in world football at this moment in time, or up there as one of the best in Premier League history. And you have a manager in his fifth season ever managing football. Don't forget, this is Arteta's first
And
ever
700
job managing
million.
football. And he's doing this. Hamza, are you not ashamed in yourself that you guys have resorted to the level where you're now fearful of a team that has just recently been put together, a manager who recently just started managing, and you're talking about, oh, what's his experience? He doesn't have it. This is why we're more hungry than you guys. This is why we did. This is why we are more starving and hungry for this. And when you put a hungry person in a cage, they're gonna do whatever it takes to get out of there and break through and win.
This manager, you can question his signing. Havertz's signing can be questioned if is the main signing, 80 million to win them the league. Use Jorginho signing. Fabio Vieira is a bum. You see all those players, Ben White.
You wanna know something?
Aaron
All
Ramsey.
those players dunked on you
signed
when we
three
beat you.
keepers. He signed 3 keepers. He's confused who's the real keeper. He's already searching about a keeper. This is a manager who's gone.
Wait, how many keepers did your manager sign?
You think
if I'm not mistaken, Ortega,
you think Klopp would have led the race last year for that long?
Hamza, everything you said, your manager did. Can I break this down? You just said keepers, Ederson, Ortega, Bravo. Well, who's the other one? Stefan. So that's 4 keepers. Is your manager confused? You said he signed strikers and players out of position. If I'm not mistaken, you signed Gavardio, who's a center back. You're playing
my manager has
if
won.
I'm not mistaken,
5 league titles. You
are continuously playing players out of position.
Cups, 2 FA Cups.
Bro, you said Arsenal lost to Wigan. You lost to Wigan in a cup final. So you constantly contradict yourself.
No.
Hamza, pick a battle and we can play battle.
Your manager, listen, it hurts you so much that your manager has spent a lot.
I like my manager. I don't know about you.
You don't.
Nothing hurts.
Before the Fulham game, when you lost,
you're making it seem like it's a love song. What is there to be heard about?
Wrap up that point, anyways. Let's make it back to the Champions League, innit? Like, you can finish what you have to say in it.
I think the Champions League, these guys don't have cojones. I mean, listen, I don't respect them, the Champions. They will not do anything in the Champions. Their biggest bottlers. They can't be a team that's 3rd in bloody Portugal. You think they can win the Champions League? There's no way I believe that.
Did I say we're going to win it?
It's just a mentality amongst the team players. The players can't do it in big games. I think they'll beat Porto, but give them Madrid, they're out. Give them Inter, they're out. Give them Atletico, they're out. Give them they're out. Give them even Bayern Munich, they're out. Give them PSG, I doubt. I don't know about PSG. But that's 4 or 5 teams. Arsenal can't do it. They don't have the heritage in the Champions League.
So Hamza, when we come back and we beat one of those teams, are you then going to shut your mouth?
Let's see whether you win it.
No. I want to verbatim.
I talk when people win it. I don't talk about going to the quarters. I'm not that club.
Okay, so somebody clip it. Listen, we've seen you do the same thing. Kaz, take it back. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a couple of these super chats. There's a few. And also, by the way, guys, look, 450 in here. Please smash the like button. Again, look, a lot of people have already done it, so I apologize for repeating myself. I don't really ask too many times on the stream. This will probably be the last time before the end, anyways. Just please, if you ain't done it, hit the like button. Make sure it looks. Look at that thumb. Look, make sure it looks like this. Monts tells you all the time. If it looks like him, it's not lit. But if it looks like me, you've done it. You've done your job. Pay your rent.
No, it's the other way around. It looks like you. Then when you click the like, it looks like me.
I've got dark mode on personally.
Oh, if you have dark mode on, then
Yeah. I've got dark mode on. If you got dark mode on, context. Jay Gooney says, "How do Liverpool fans not hate Manchester City? If it wasn't or it weren't for them, how many leagues would you have won over the years? They ruined football for you." They're saying like he's just in general, he's just saying that they disrupted your whole flow, as well. Why do you not hate Manchester City once?
Just look at them like. Look at them like it's just like. Just look at them. Like, what is there to hate in terms of like their fan base? Who is there to hate? Who? It's like no one really has chat for them on the pitch. There's no chat for them off the pitch because there's barely any of them. And they're so fucking good. No one can chat shit. So, like, let's be honest. Our biggest bargaining right is to see if them 115 charges bust. If it busts, then it's party time. But if them 150, if the 115 charges don't bust, then bro, like, what verbal is there for Man City? They've done everything. They fucked up. They fucked everyone up.
Yeah.
They done the Floyd Mayweather thing. Apart from when I rose and done the matter.
Like, who hates Real Madrid? Who hates Real Madrid? No one.
Everyone hates winning.
They're my Spanish.
Listen, this is what I mean. This is what I mean, Mons. This is what I mean when I say you guys are cocks to City. You should be sitting here saying you hate them because they beat you how many years?
Bro, like, do you know what it is? Cool. Do you want me to be more direct about it? I don't care enough about Manchester City.
Why don't you care? If a team took away that many trophies from me, like Manchester United did, I hated them. I had a rivalry with them. You guys are sitting here saying, "Oh, I don't care. They win every time. I don't care. We lost. We came second. I don't care. We got 99 points. We came second. Craziest ever season to come second. I don't care."
But again, historically, our rivals are Man United and obviously the local boys in blue who are just over there.
Bro, they whoop your. Okay, I forgot. Bro. It's not a rivalry. They beat your ass every week. I forgot. It's not a rivalry.
All right. Anyways.
Hold on. Hold the phone.
All right.
Hold the phone. Go. You can keep trying to prod me and poke me with the stick and do all of that.
No,
stuff.
But it's true.
You can do all of that. But bro, I've already said that they fucked up everyone. I didn't sit here and say this is to even say something is a rivalry when Pep won 4 Prems and I've won 1. So it's like, is it really a rivalry here? Is it really a rivalry? This isn't Klopp's era. Like Liverpool, we were a formidable side. You know what I'm saying? 97 points, 99 points, 93 points, I believe. We done a mazza. But Pep outshone that in what he was doing. And now they went and won a treble to top it off. And that's not us feeling sorry for ourselves. We know what we've done as a club. Liverpool won the most honors out of any English team. Man City have a hell of a long time to catch up to us. And as long as I'm extending my trophy cabinet away from Man U, because they're 3 behind us. So as long as that extends, I'm good, bro.
Who hates Muhammad Ali and Michael Jordan? If you're doing well, no one hates you.
Again, their fan base, remember, their fan base isn't, it's not even, it's no longer, it's not, listen, when I say, oh, City have no fans, most City fans kind of admit that. City fans don't sit here and go, oh, we've got a mad fan base. Let's sit here and go, oh, yeah, our fan base is mad.
You know what? Fair. You got you got my point at the end. But all I'm saying is I personally don't like anybody who's winning when in any sport, be it NBA, basketball, Premier League, whatever the team is that's winning, I want them to drop off their perch and I want my team to replace them. So for you guys to continuously say City, I don't care. I like what Kaz's approach was today, where he's saying he doesn't want City to win. He doesn't like City as much. No, but you should. I think more people should take that approach.
Yeah, no. In context as well, and this ain't against you, Gal, by the way. For people to know, I hate Liverpool the most, then Arsenal, and then Man City. That's the way
I hear that. But guys, my point is, when we seen them with the 4 trophies, you should be looking at that. And you should
it hurts, bro. I said that.
It hurts, bro. And it does hurt, bro. Bro, to lose the league the way we have on three separate years in 14, 18, and 21, bro, it hurts, G. But that doesn't mean I'm suddenly gonna hate them more than I hate Man U. Man U is lifetime pain, bro. Lifetime pain.
But
City.
what you're not realizing is the reason why you don't. The reason why.
I remember at least I've won, bro. I've still won things along the way, bro.
Bro, that's coping.
That's the difference.
That's coping. That's
It's not
coping.
It's not coping.
Bro, Mons,
I won a Premier League and a Champions League
you
myself.
should,
It's
Mons, you and Manchester United is no longer a rivalry in the sense competitiveness on the pitch. Your
No,
rivalry
yeah,
right
yeah,
now,
yeah, no,
competitiveness
it's not.
on the pitch is City.
Yeah.
The fact that City is your competitor on the pitch, you should not want them to succeed at all. The fact that
I
you
don't
guys
want
are
them to
saying,
succeed.
the
Anyway,
fact that you, the fact that you're, I'm done after this. The fact that you let them win and beat you guys, and then after the fact you say it's okay, I don't care, I don't care. It's basically like allowing it to fester.
Again, let me get straight. I don't want them to succeed. I don't care as much if they succeed. You see what I'm saying? It's the pick your poison. Would I rather see City succeed,
No one hates a successful
Arsenal
guy.
succeed, or should I see? If anything, bro, it's almost a testament to Arsenal and United fans in terms of this whole.
They don't have arrogant fans. We're not arrogant fans.
Yeah. Anyway,
City are the only team that can win a treble, and everyone going, well. No.
And look,
that's what we found on Netflix. That's what we found on Netflix.
We will hear about that treble until 2500. Same with Man United and same with Liverpool. One of the main reasons why people can't stand to see Liverpool win, Arsenal win, and Man United win is because we are the big institutional fan bases of England, bro. So again, if you man win a gal, it's not about hating Arsenal as a club. Like, you think I don't like Saka? You think I don't like Odegaard? He's one of my favorite players to watch. I like Arsenal as an institution, but I fucking hate your fans, bro. Your fans make me sick. And Man United, don't get me started on them.
I don't think
Don't
so.
get me started on them. It's about the fan base when it comes to other teams. And
I just
rivals.
think
Let's
people
go
know
with the conversation going.
their level to their game.
We can talk about fan bases all day long. Trust me, all day long. No Fox Given, that's a great name. Hamza doesn't struggle. He supports only winning teams. The opposite probably of what a gal was kind of saying as well. When you realistically say it, that's why they're kind of like enemies on the screen. A club with no fans fissing you man up. Have shame is what City Bias was saying. And Ib says, Egal, your manager eats meat out of other man's hand.
This is my response. That might be his humiliation ritual to go to the top.
Guys, please smash the like button. Please.
Oh my
I
God.
can't lie. You know what? This week, streams have been sick. I can't even lie, man. Streams have been sick. But
listen,
look,
can I say one thing? I
Go
don't
on.
have no problem with City fans. I just don't want their team winning because I think any one team having dominance over the league is not good for the league.
I think City have made into a farm.
You guys get that?
There's no choice.
Everyone gets that?
You have made
Because the people in the chat
They made
clearly,
into a farmers
the
league.
people in the chat clearly don't hear my point. That's all I'm saying. When you
listen,
see somebody winning so much, you don't want them to continue to win.
It's things that you can't do.
It's
Listen,
true, Gal. You're right. I'm the same as well. I like the Leverkusen beating. I like the Girona trying to do well against Madrid, even though I do like Madrid. To be
no
fair,
one hates Madrid.
Valencia's my team because Valencia's my team because pretty much half my family's from over there, innit? But they're garbage now, innit? You know what I'm saying? So I can't support them the way I want to because it's like, I'll watch them here.
Guys, who do you want? Who do you want?
And I'm going to the game on Saturday.
Who do I want to win the Champions League?
Yeah.
Inter Milan, Atletico, anyone but Man City and obviously Arsenal. I don't care who wins it. That's not you two.
So
yeah,
Madrid.
Sure. Why not?
Personally, Arsenal don't win the Champions League.
Sure, why not? It's not an English. That's not an English team. Anyways, I've got a last question. Anyways, that I'm going to go into more in depth with tomorrow with Rory, Mons, and also Don. And someone else may join. Who knows? You never know. I was just going to say along these lines. I think even Nobbins. Like obviously, I asked it a little bit earlier, but we didn't go into depth of it. But can Arsenal carry their form into the Champions League that they have from the Premier League? Because if they can do that somehow, then it's long day for some teams. I can't lie, man. Even big teams.
I don't think you can compare the two competitions.
Because you know what? I think Champions League's a lot slower than the thingy. The defending's more resolute. But what I've seen of Arsenal, you know, for me is this is why I say it's not just about like Sheffield United and the teams that they have battered away from home and West Ham. I was saying to Daps, I don't care that you're playing Copenhagen or what you did. It's when you move the ball, how quick can you get into the space? How good is your touch? And how quick can you get a chance created as soon as possible and a shot? That's what impresses me the most is when you're invading the space and you keep moving teams to the point they don't know how to handle it. This is why I'm impressed by an Arsenal. That's why I'm impressed by Man City of late. That stuff there is what I grew up on. This is why I love the Barcelona team of back then because it was cold. You could
I
not.
hate Barcelona, man.
It will strip you. There's certain teams out there that will strip you and you can't move to them. It's a bit like Chelsea in the 4-3-3 under Ancelotti. That team was long day, bro.
Can't.
Long day with Malouda and that.
But Kaz,
That is a mate. Like as a football, look. Remember, I'm a Man United fan, but I'm trying to be more of a football fan and just look at it for what it is and just enjoy football. Because guess what? That's the only way I can get any sort of joy these days because we suck arse and cheeks, bro. Mouth.
you want to know something?
Bro. It's mad.
The-
It's mental.
The
It's
level of respect that teams give you in the Champions League and how they perform against you depends on your history as a club.
So are you confident that Arsenal can carry some form into the Champions League?
No, because in the Premier League we have heritage where teams are going to look at us and they're going to be fearful. They're going to be fearful going into the tie, where going into the game before we play Brentford this weekend. Best believe some of those Brentford players are going to be looking at the game versus Sheffield United and they're going to be scared. Where Porto, they're not going to be looking at our league performances. They might study them slightly, but they're not going to look at that.
They know you as the bottlers in Europe.
They're going to. These teams that are in Europe are the best in their.
They don't respect you. That means they don't respect you.
Hamza,
they don't respect you.
Hamza, please let me finish, and then you can come in and banter as much as you want.
No, but I'm being honest.
No. I'm literally making the exact same point you're making, but you want to make it as a banter statement. Let me just make my point, and then you can rebuttal afterwards. My point is, when you're in the Champions League. When you're in the Champions League, you're facing the best of the best in other leagues. They're used to playing a certain style of play, and they don't change their philosophy depending on who they face. And they come equipped to get the best out of how they play and to neutralize you. Where in the league, you're gonna just see teams basically just saying, "Oh, we're not even gonna try to attack you. We're just gonna try to defend for 90 minutes and try to nick it at the end." Where some of these other teams in the Champions League, they will go toe to toe with you, and they'll catch you off guard. And the different styles of play, the different players, these guys might be some of their best in their league. Their confidence is high.
That's a lie.
In comparison to in the Premier League. In comparison to the Premier League, let's be honest. We're going to be facing Brentford this week. You face Chelsea the next week. Sometimes you're gonna.
Okay, let me give you an example. That's why you're lying. I tell you why you're lying. Fact. And don't interrupt me. Yeah. Teams don't respect you in the Champions League. Yeah, teams don't respect you in the Champions League because you have 0 Champions League and you've always failed in the Champions League. Well, like the biggest banter, you don't even have a Europa League, you don't have a Champions League, none. When we see you, people remember you for that 10-2. You got knocked out in the first round, quarterfinals, bro. You lost in the worse than any team in history. Look at Liverpool; they were 5th in the league. They went and won the Champions League. Chelsea, how many times did Chelsea finished 5th in the league in the Premier League with 2 show? Trevor Chalobah and Callum Hudson-Odoi went and lifted the Champions League. That's heritage. Their players, Chelsea weren't scared. They're not scared. But your players are scared. Your fan base are scared. You have no history. You don't have heritage. So when Champions League was being played in your stadium, it looks odd. It looks a banter. People think, do you really think that teams are scared to face Arsenal in the Champions League? None. Because why? You've not done anything in the Champions League. Do you think when they look at Arteta as a manager, no one fears Saka? You guys rant on this, putting Saka with Vinicius. And no one in Europe takes you seriously. No one in Europe takes. Look at your squad, Ben White. Do you think players are scared of Ben White, Gabriel Magalhaes, Oleg Zinchenko, Jorginho? What's Declan Rice done in the Champions League? He's won the Europa Conference League. What's he done in Champions League? Here, they don't respect him. What's Saka done? What's Martinelli? Who's Trossard? Played for Brighton. They have no respect. Chelsea, they can. I believe this Chelsea team can come to the Champions League and people respect them. They say, "Yo, Chelsea." Liverpool, when why do you think I say Liverpool when they just shout, they stand up in the Champions League? Everyone knows shit. Bro, I have to go to Anfield. Yeah, I have to play Liverpool. No joke. Liverpool won it with Adam Traore, Sami Hyypiä. Yeah, all these bums I saw, Djibril Cissé.
I mean, it's true. Havertz and Jorginho's got a UCL medal.
That's heritage. You will never. I had to learn that heritage to respect it. You must respect it. You have to respect it. You have 0 heritage in Europe. You can never talk about giving us a lecture about Champions League. Well, no way. No in Europe. No way.
Wait, Hamza, you think I listen when
Can I ask you a question, Hamza? What did I say? What did I say that was different from what you said?
Oh, they play differently. No, they don't respect you. It's simple. You have nothing in Europe. They don't respect you. That's the answer.
But the style of play is a significant factor in how teams respect you. If they
Gal,
come
by the way,
against,
after your point is landed, I've got a good one for you. Trust me, and you're going to agree with this. Go on.
okay, based on how a team respects you, they play differently. That was my point. And for what you said, I basically said the exact same thing, just in a different way.
I'm
I'm
going to
just
say,
being honest.
I'm going to say
I
this.
agree with you.
I'm
I
going to
don't
say this, by the
disagree.
way.
Teams don't have to respect your opponent.
Correct me if you think, even guys in the chat, I am reading everything people is in the chat. I do read everything. I try to reply as I go along and when these lot are talking, innit? Yeah. Say Arsenal, you were talking about Porto, innit? And obviously you rate Porto right now, Hamza. I think they're doing really well in the league as well. They just smashed, I swear they just, was it Sporting or was it them that just smashed Benfica? I don't know. I don't watch Portuguese or keep up with it, right? If Arsenal go and smash like Porto 4-0 at the Emirates, all of a sudden we're having another conversation about teams coming to the Emirates. Yes, we are.
Nope.
Because you can't gas up Porto. No. You can't gas up Porto now. And just for them to say they're going to go to the Emirates and no. Let's not do this. Because you just talk about Sporting Lisbon and all that kind of stuff before and about Arteta can't do it, whatever you said, yeah. I might be wrong. You might not have said that they can't do it. But if they go and smash Porto all of a sudden, right, and they go through, you did say they probably would go through, and it doesn't matter who they get next because they won't go through. All of a sudden, we're having another conversation. We're talking about, whoa, wait, one minute. They might not be that great away from home, but at the Emirates, all of a sudden, we're talking about how Arsenal could get through because they're so good at home. Do you get what I mean? You know, the narrative can just change in 1 week. I'm just saying, innit?
I'll tell you why. I was in Istanbul.
If Arsenal be, hold the phone. You lot are really trying to get the villain arc out of me again. I've been very nice to Arsenal.
No, but it's true.
These last 7 weeks, I've been very respectful to Arsenal. Very respectful.
Yeah, your videos show that.
Not even the videos, even on streams where man have tried to downplay their thing. I said, bro, if you're scoring 30 whatever goals in 5-6 games, I don't want to hear any slander on them, man. You can't slander them. They can't go and play 2 teams in a week, two teams on the same weekend. They're beating what's in front of them consistently and convincingly. So we can't hate on what Arsenal are doing. I'm saying that what we're not going to do is if they smack Porto, act like, oh my God, Arsenal can't do it in the Prem. They were supposed to smack Porto anyway.
Expected.
It's the fact that they didn't do it away from home, which was a shock to everyone, which is why we crashed it on them.
Worst Porto side. Worst Porto side in 15 years.
Especially while being in this, again, actual terrifying form. Because their form in the Premier League is actually it's actually nutty what they're doing. So to then still go away from home and churn out that lump of shit away from home in the Champions League, it's a mess up. It's a mess up. So again, let's not act like let's not upplay what they were supposed to do in the champs already. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I'm just I'm going to
you're gonna see Porto like they're buying
Hamza down. Have you not? Yeah, but Hamza kind of contradicted. He downplayed them, and then all of a sudden, no. You downplayed them. You compare them to Sporting Lisbon of Europa League, and all of a sudden, now it's expected for them to beat Porto and and then whatever. Like, how does that?
Listen, I'm saying that Sporting Lisbon was a shit side. They got knocked out by that.
That Sporting was on a shit side.
That was a shit. It was a third. They were third in Portuguese league. They ended up third.
They weren't that.
Don't do this. Don't praise that.
We lost on penalties and they scored a halfway goal.
No, they should have beat them.
Also, it doesn't matter, man.
We lost on penalties.
I should have beat Real Madrid in the final. Doesn't matter.
Kaz, when have you seen? I've gone to the Bernabeu. Guess what? Vinicius never played in the Champions League.
Wait, in the home end or the away end?
1 second. He's knocked me out. Vinicius knocked me out.
Bro, I've never seen somebody gas up
It's the heritage. It's the heritage. They know how to play. They know.
We're 1-0 down.
According to this, 1 sec, because it's irrelevant.
We're 1-0 down. Why are you making it seem like we're 15 goals down?
They're a shit team and they lost to Aroca. There's a team called Aroca.
You just spoke about heritage quickly. This is why I want to insert this before just letting it go. Heritage only matters if player quality is equal. Is that correct or incorrect?
No, I think heritage matters because we've seen teams that were not even that good beat teams that were better.
Yeah, they win it.
Yeah, this is right. This is right.
What?
There hasn't been an upset yet. But the way there hasn't been an upset yet. But I just need to get something straight, guys. Am I hearing this correctly? Certain man during the stream was saying Porto are going to wipe the floor with Arsenal. You're disrespecting Porto. They don't respect you. And then 2 minutes later is saying Porto's a shit side.
When did I see?
I had you locked down to Porto. Before this,
No,
I had
who
you man
said
down to
Porto's gonna smack
these
you?
man, bro.
Yeah,
Home
you
and
guys
away.
beat them all the time. It was
Hold
a
on.
madness.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Listen,
I was smacking
we
Porto when
played
I had
we
him,
played
man.
Porto. We played Porto 6 times in our club's history. Every single time we didn't win away from home. Every
I
single
know.
time at home we beat
What
them by
joke?
3 goals minimum.
And maybe that is heritage in terms of the home and away record between both the clubs. But again, I'm just like, the way I see it, I'm judging Arsenal by today's Arsenal in it. Yeah, and I understand heritage is a massive part in the Champions League. But in terms of quality for quality, you don't have way too much quality to be going to their ground and not getting a single shot on target. You didn't even deserve to lose the game. Context wise, that game was a 0-0 game, written all over it. 0-0. If we're being honest, 0-0. But I had you man down. As I said, I was packing these man with Claver and Lovren.
Yeah,
Man.
Klavan. I remember 5-1. He
Come on,
dunked
brother.
on this
Like,
guy.
you man should be,
Liverpool's heritage.
and you man are a good side right now. You lot should be packing
Liverpool
them.
won the UCL.
My opinion, my
Bro,
expectation. That's
I
it.
don't care how it happens. All I know is we're beating Porto on the next leg, and I don't think Hamza can sit here comfortably and say we're gonna lose.
Mons.
You will. You will. I'm with bro. Egal, I think you put 4 past them at the end.
Yeah,
Mons.
so Hamza, you
I'm
saying we're gonna
not-
lose to
I've
Porto?
said,
Hold on.
Egal, I've
You
said
want us to
every
give you
game at the
flowers or
Emirates to
something
the
for
end.
beating Porto?
Egal,
Hamza, are you
I don't
saying
know
we're
if you
gonna
know
lose to Porto?
Egal,
Put your chest.
Egal, I
You
don't know
know
if you know this.
You
I don't know
should
if you know
beat
this.
Porto.
Egal, I don't know if you know this, bro. I've said Arsenal win every single game they play at the Emirates to the end of the season in any competition.
Yeah, I agree. Not only that,
You
I
win
think
every single
the
game.
games away from home, like the games versus Wolves and stuff, we win those games.
Yeah. ZDT's also said Inter didn't win at Porto last season. Arguably a West
Okay, no, man.
West side.
Oh my God, Porto are better last season. They were bloody Portuguese champions.
Do
Man.
you know
Told
do you man know what Inter's road to the final was? Do you want to know what Inter's road to the final was?
Benfica.
Porto,
They played
Benfica,
Porto?
and AC Milan. Porto, Benfica, and AC Milan. Fuck off, please.
Come on.
Mm.
You want to know
But yeah.
something? Every
Well,
team that went to the
Mons, do you
final,
believe Arsenal beats Atletico
every
Madrid
team
this
that
season?
went to the final the last couple of years,
Imagine they
every
played
team that
Atletico
went to the
Madrid, Diego
final the last
Simeone.
couple of years has played
Imagine
Porto.
they played Diego
Liverpool
Simeone.
played
Forget
Porto,
Porto.
went to the
They have a
final.
job on their hands at the end.
Respect, wait, one sec. Respect to God. Let him.
Every team that a bunch of teams that have played Porto recently in the round of 16 have gone to the final.
Oh my days.
Oh,
What
well,
kind of-
and this is where we end. And guys,
At that point,
guys,
Egal,
and that's all, folks. That's all. That's all, folks.
This is what Arsenal fans. I told you guys. You can't talk about European football, man. I can't talk.
Yeah.
No,
I never
I'm just
listened to
giving
them
you.
about
I'm just
UCL.
giving you a
Wallahi,
fun
never.
fact.
It's one of them
I'm
ones.
I'm just giving you a fun fact.
Hey, Gal, guess what? You know what? I've been so nice about Arsenal to the point.
I
Yeah,
love
like,
Arsenal
your
fans, but this
fans have
guy-
been showing me love lately. Yeah,
Girls making me.
Gal, because of that. Yeah, if you beat them, you
Girl,
must.
that's a trigger.
No,
me.
wait, one sec. Gal, just because of that one, because you want to point that one. If you beat Porto now, you must.
Like,
You must.
this guy's a
Just for
joke.
you.
man,
Not
man
us,
slapped the you must on him. That's like the you
by the way, not
will.
basically
They will,
not the other
though.
Arsenal fans, not the other Arsenal
That's the
fans.
madness.
Bro, it's a
not
3-week
fans,
break
just
in the
this one.
champs. Arsenal are packing these man 3-4.
Yeah, they must. As you said,
Unless Porto back early, Arsenal are packing them, bro. They're gonna get moved to. It's just, yeah, like for me, I'm more interested to see who Arsenal get in the next round. And if they get a good team in the next round, all of a sudden, you could be
Inter.
asking questions. If
Yeah,
they get
Inter, I dare you.
like a Napoli, I'm saying Arsenal semi-final because my prediction is Arsenal get to the semi-final this year. My prediction. So
as I said, like no. By the way, that reference is not to any Arsenal fan in the chat. It's just for a gal and the ones that like to point out like Gunner King and
you got a bit of shit on your nose, bro.
So me.
No, I'm just. You didn't get it. So you didn't get it.
Oh, okay.
You read it up the Arsenal fans' arse.
Oh, okay. Yeah, don't clip that. But yeah, don't clip that, please. All right, guys, make sure you like the video as well. We're gonna be back tomorrow at 11:30 with a good panel, a very good panel, as well, and we'll actually have a proper serious one. I know people don't.
You're gonna be Porto, yeah.
Whatever, a serious one, anyways, like a proper debate. About a couple things, including Liverpool. But yeah, look, please go over to Mancunian Way. It is a Manchester City fan channel, but a lot of you know Martin by now. Martin's fantastic, great, and he's such a nice guy. And he's at one of the City fans that you can actually tolerate in it. So please go over there as the stream finishes and give him a like, even if you don't want to stay there. I know Man City talk is boring, but for most people, but you might find it interesting. Who knows? He might be talking shit. Vater's over there as well, and everyone knows Vater. Vater's a good guy too. But yeah, man, big up a Gal. Gal talks football. Hamza talks football. And then obviously Big Six Bands on the road to 10K. Please go check them out as well. It'll be much appreciated and much love as well, man. It's a good stream. And long may they continue as well. Things are changing around here. But yeah, in a bit. Thank you very much. Fuck Arsenal.